Hey guys, we are here. This is Ryan Wagner with Blackfire Fitness. 12th workout coming right to you. Today we have shoulders and abs. I'm excited to get into it, but before we do, you already know we need a couple pieces of equipment. First one being a nice sturdy chair, something that'll give you good support when you do your exercises. We got 2 book bags, and of course you're gonna need something to add that extra weight into. Water jugs are about 9 to 10 pounds for those of you who got those lying around. And we're gonna throw those in the backpacks. And then we got, of course, our mat. Whenever we do groundwork, to stay nice and comfortable. And that is all you're gonna need today. Let's get right to the first one. First exercise, we are gonna go with standard Arnold presses. One of my favorite exercises because it really does a good job hitting that total shoulder, in my opinion. So, to get started with this one, you're gonna need to be seated in a chair, nice and comfortably. We're gonna go with an underhand grip, making sure we grab the loops on both backpacks right at the top. Once you guys got that going, let's wrap those fingers and thumbs around the top, and then you're gonna bring the backpacks up so that the bulky side is on the front, okay? Because of the nature of the movement, that's gonna be important. So to start the movement, we're gonna get our fists about ear level, all right? You don't want your elbows sagging lower than your chest, so I wanna keep it around here to here, all right? Keeping that shoulder active at all times. We're gonna start with our fists right in front of our face, and at this point, we're gonna take a deep breath in. And as I breathe out, I'm basically gonna trace a nice wide circle. Notice how I come out first before I come in. What you wanna avoid is going straight up and down. The last key I want you guys to note is when we start with our palms facing us, as you guys trace that circle, we're gonna need to slowly twist our wrists, our palms, so that now when I hit the peak of the motion, I'm straightening out my arms and shoulders, I feel a nice burn, and now I can wave to the other side of the room, all right? Palms should be facing forward at the peak, and then as we trace that nice wide circle, we are twisting our wrists so that when it's at the bottom, my palms are facing me again. Okay, so keep those elbows nice and high, all right? Let's not sag, and just remember to breathe out as you press up. And last note is make sure you guys aren't doing small ovals, all right? Skinny ovals. We don't want skinny ovals up and down. We want round, wide shoulders, all right? Round circles. That'll really make sure you go through that full range and activate that shoulder in multi-planes. All right, y'all? So get that done, number 1, and let's move on to number 2. On to number 2, we have pike push-ups. Now, typically push-ups will emphasize the chest and triceps, but this variation right here is going to do a good job maximizing and pumping those shoulders. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get on hands and feet if possible, okay? And then what you wanna remember is these are called pike push-ups. So you're trying to create an upside down V with your arms and back, all right? Try not to round as best as possible. You wanna keep something that you can literally point at the top, all right? Try to create a peak as opposed to like a rounded hill. All right, so let's think head down, all right? Keeping the lower body straight with the torso and torso straight to the head. At this point, what you wanna do is match the direction and the path of your arm. So if I'm piked at this point, I want my head to be right next to my arms. That way, when I go into the push-up, I keep my head down, and this awkward up and down decline angle, all right, that direction is what's key to hitting those shoulders. When you stay flat like this, obviously your chest is gonna be involved, but that pike in the direction that your upper body is traveling will emphasize those shoulders. So pick something difficult. The closer in, the harder it's gonna be, all right? But whatever you choose, line your head face down with your arms and travel the path, all right? Hovering that head as close as you can to the ground, breathing out as you press back up to the top. Just like that. And trust me, as you guys creep up, all right, this right here, absolutely insane. All right, 2 reps will make you feel those shoulders. So let's make it burn. We don't back away from the burn. Get those done, and I'll meet you at number 3. Number 3, we are going with upright rows. So we're gonna bring those backpacks back into play, make sure they're nice and loaded. This time, instead of an underhand grip, we're gonna flip our hands over so that our palms are face down, and we're still gonna grab those same top loops as in the prior exercise, okay? So once you guys got that, we're gonna pick the bags up. I'm just gonna get nice and straight and sturdy, keeping those abs tight and engaged at all times. All right, the starting motion is gonna start from the bottom, hands nice and limp, and then you're gonna take a nice deep breath in, and the object of this exercise is to get those fists all the way up to the shoulder height, about right here, while poking those elbows out, all right? And then you go down the same way you came up. Should be breathing out as the elevator goes up, breathing back in as you slowly lower the weight. Make sure we're not just dropping the weight, so make sure we're not going like this and limping those arms so that you're not pulling those shoulder joints, all right? Make sure you relax and keep that tension on the muscle and lower the weight slowly. That'll work the eccentric contraction of the shoulder and help really create that burn, all right? So weight should remain in front at all times, breathing out, staying nice and straight right here, and slowly lower. And that'll do a good job of hitting right in there, those front and side delts, okay? So let's knock those down and move right on. Number 4, we are taking a detour and focusing more on the core, the ab muscles, as opposed to the back. All right, first we're gonna grab our weight nice in the front, okay? And we wanna make sure you can really use anything that's heavy and anything that you can grab comfortably, okay? So whatever you got in the house, let's find that weight and get it going. We wanna start with our feet crossed and hovered above the ground if possible, all right? And then in this suspended position right here, we're going to push the weight away from us and twist in that direction. So if I twist this way, you'll see my legs kind of counterbalance and go the other way. I get the weight as low as I can, and then I emphasize and squeeze the core as I twist in the other direction, bringing this down close to the ground. All right, once you guys get the hang of the movement, you want to speed it up just a tight bit, making sure at this point that you're really squeezing those abs. Don't just use your arms, all right? A lot of people don't think when they work out, all right? Think about engaging the core, twist and rip to the other side. If you guys are a little bit if you guys just aren't able to do that motion, you can do the same thing by keeping those feet crossed, but keeping the heels on the ground, all right? And that should help build you up to a point where you can lift those heels off the mat. All right, you guys, so let's keep breathing while we do those Russian twists. It'll be good to work that core, and the twisting motion will hit those oblique abs on the side. Great exercise for you. Let's get those done, and we're moving on to the last one. Exercise number 5, we gotta hit that core some more. So another ab exercise coming to you. To start this movement, we need to be flat on our backs, all right? Arms straight, extended over your head. All right, with this exercise, if you can manage it, you want your starting position to be neck off and head off the ground and heels off the mat as well, with my hands hovering above the mat as seen here. When you guys are ready, we want to take a breath out, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your opposite hand and meet it to the opposite foot at the halfway point right over your midline waist. So I'm gonna take a deep breath in, breathe out. Meet my toe in the center. If you can touch, that's awesome. If not, just reach as far as you can, and then lower your arm and foot down at the same time. You want to really get that motion down. See if you can meet halfway. You don't want your foot going way back and your arm just here, or your arm going way over here, and you have to come up to touch your foot. All right, if you guys get it down and do it right, you should meet right nicely in the center, and then you're alternating opposite hand to opposite foot. If you guys need a modification, all right, all you have to do is you can put your head down and your heels down, and you just let all your limbs touch the ground except the active ones, and then the goal is still to meet at the midpoint here. All right, So give that one a shot. It's one of my favorites. We'll do a great job of heating up that core. And with that, you guys will have the regular workout all finished up. Great work as always. Let's get it back in tomorrow. Whoa, 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 whoa. We still got one last one left, you guys. For all my go-getters, let's just throw one more in there. All right, come on, bear with me. Let's get that last bit of good work in, okay? So for that bonus burn, if you guys are about it, we are gonna hold a static plank, okay? So you guys got a couple options here. You can either go on your hands and feet, and what you wanna do is you wanna make sure that your body is straight from your toes all the way to your shoulders and head, all right? What you wanna avoid is your butt hiking up above your shoulders, or you looking like a seal pressing your hips into the ground with a rounded back, all right? Let's keep everything nice and straight, just like so. At this point, you guys are gonna tighten that core, and all you wanna do is you wanna get your phone out, all right? And try to hold it for a certain amount of time, all right? Challenge yourselves. So when you guys are doing this yourself, it should look like this. 1, 2, 3, go. And I'm gonna hold that position, keeping that core nice and tight. And after you get more time under your belt, you will feel the burn develop right in that stomach, punching your abs right in the face. All right, so just like so, just keep breathing. All right, if you guys get knocked down, all right, stop the timer. Relax, take a couple deep breaths, and then get back on the road, and then hold that plank. If you guys would rather get on your forearms and do the same thing, holding a nice straight plank, that is also an option. All right, this is the one I prefer, but go with whatever helps you feel the greatest pain/burn possible. All right, let's not shy away from that hard work and get it done. All right, with that said, you guys, Blackfire Fitness, we are out. Stay fired up, stay motivated. Let's get those goals.